Assassin's Creed Odyssey is here, and so far it's looking like an overall great game that not only nails the ancient Greek setting, but also provides a very interesting story, which was the main thing I felt that was lacking in Assassin's Creed Origins. However, after some further investigation into the game, I uncovered what appears to be one of the worst handlings of microtransactions in a single-player game I have ever seen. Something I noticed in literally every single review of Assassin's Creed Odyssey that I listened to on YouTube was the extremely grindy nature of the game that the level-based combat system causes, which basically forces you to complete every single side quest you can possibly find just in order to progress through the story. Instead of relying on your skill as a player like in all previous Assassin's Creed games before Unity at least, when they added microtransactions, combat including stealth assassination mechanics is solely based on the level of your character by drastically scaling damage dealt and damage taken during combat with higher or lower level enemies. That was something I absolutely hated about Assassin's Creed Origins, because instead of being able to simply progress through the story missions uninterrupted like you could in previous Assassin's Creed games, you had to go out of your way to do a bunch of repetitive fetch quests just in order to get to the same level as the enemies in whatever campaign mission you were on. Couple that with a mediocre story of Origins, and it's one of the reasons why I never actually completed that game, despite the fact that I really loved the ancient Egyptian setting, and overall the gameplay changes were really great in my opinion. So this was something I was hoping that Assassin's Creed Odyssey would address and Ubisoft would actually have fixed for those who just wanted to play through the main storyline of the game instead of wasting a bunch of time on generic side quests. Well, it turns out that Ubisoft did in fact create a solution for those looking for a more streamlined experience with Assassin's Creed Odyssey, but there is a major catch here. This method lies behind a real money purchase of an XP booster that will speed up the rate at which you level up for the price of approximately $10. That's right, Ubisoft has purposefully implemented a gameplay system focused more on your character's level instead of combat skill, with literal progression walls in the main storyline to tempt you into spending even more money on the $60 or even $100 game you just bought, depending on what version you purchased. I mean, it's blatantly obvious what's going on here. Ubisoft deliberately made the game more grindy to make you that much more likely to want to spend real-world money in order to progress through the game that much faster. But just you wait, there's more. Not only can you buy a XP booster, but you can also buy an upgrade which increases the rate at which in-game currency drops. That little upgrade will cost you an additional $10, or you can buy both of them for the bundled price of $15. What a fucking bargain, am I right? But anyway, it doesn't get any better from here on out, because in addition to those two clear gameplay advantages to those willing to shell out the extra money, Ubisoft is selling exclusive weapons and equipment sets for real money, which also provides you an immediate gameplay advantage. Could it get any worse? Well, the answer is yes. Taking a page directly from Middle-earth: Shadow of War, you can buy in-game lieutenants to give you a gameplay advantage in the naval combat portion of the game, and then you can even buy exclusive cosmetic items for your ship as well. Okay, are we finally done? Nope, not yet, because you can also buy in-game currency and crafting materials to completely remove any and all need for exploration and grinding for new gear and upgrades. And on top of everything, you can also buy exclusive horses for real-world money as well. This game sounds basically like an MMO, except it's a single-player experience. But anyway, this is absolutely insane. And keep in mind, this is also in addition to Ubisoft trying to sell you a $50 season pass and also locking in-game missions behind a pre-order bonus. I mean, fuck, literally every single microtransaction you can think of except loot boxes is present in this game, and the game is designed in a way to constantly tempt you into making these purchases with real-world money. I could maybe see like one of these monetization options being in the game, because I mean it's 2018 and microtransactions are just kind of part of gaming at this point, but Assassin's Creed Odyssey has a monetization option for literally every single thing you can think of, basically punishing players who don't opt into spending even more money after spending upwards of $100 for the game itself by making progression in the game a serious grind. A grind that can only be alleviated by spending even more money on an XP booster or buying powerful legendary gear from the in-game store using real money. For what otherwise seems like a great game, Ubisoft has obviously let greed get the better of them, and as a result, they have created a game that embodies every way imaginable to improperly monetize a single-player experience. The funny thing is that if you listen to sites like IGN, these microtransactions are completely written off as if they almost don't even exist. And believe it or not, Polygon, of all places, is the only major mainstream gaming news site, or at least they were the first, that has actually called Ubisoft out on this game, having an insane grind that can only be avoided, basically by spending real-world money. So props to Polygon on that, but at the same time, they've also praised this game, while at the same time saying that the game takes 15 hours to pick up in terms of the story, so kind of mixed messages there. But for the most part, these microtransactions have flown completely under the radar if you get your information from games media. So quick recap here, okay? Let's go down the list of everything you can buy in Assassin's Creed Odyssey for real-world money that directly affects the gameplay experience. You can buy XP and money boosters, legendary gear sets, legendary weapons, legendary lieutenants, in-game currency, legendary horses, and crafting materials. Now, with all of this offered for an additional fee, it kind of makes sense why Ubisoft would make the game a little bit more grindy in terms of the progression, because it's a known fact the more time you spend with a game, the more likely you are to purchase microtransactions. I think I could have overlooked things like being able to purchase in-game currency, crafting materials, or the different horses and cosmetic ship upgrades if everything else was not present. But at this point, it seems like Ubisoft is resorting to every single anti-consumer practice known to the industry, with the exception of loot boxes, to try and squeeze every bit of money out of people as possible, in addition to selling a $50 season pass on top of everything mentioned here. Honestly though, it is just a damn shame that Ubisoft got greedy, because everything I've heard about Assassin's Creed Odyssey for the most part has been very positive, other than the fact that it is a very grindy experience. I mean, literally every review I listened to, I didn't watch any IGN, GameSpot, or any of those type of reviews. I listened to people on YouTube who I can actually trust and who are not paid advertising money to basically promote the game, while at the same time they're supposed to, you know, provide an unbiased review. No, I don't listen to those people. I listen to YouTubers, and everything else has been so positive. The story is supposedly really great. The gameplay looks amazing. I love the setting. Ancient Greece is one of those times in history that absolutely fascinates me, and the world looks gorgeous. But it's just a damn shame they went down this greedy route with the microtransactions that basically punishes you for not shelling out the extra money. Because this is, from what I've heard and what I've gathered, this is definitely one of the better games in recent memory, at least, in the Assassin's Creed franchise, a franchise I personally really love. Assassin's Creed 2, Brotherhood, and Assassin's Creed 4 are three of my favorite games of all time. I absolutely love them. I've played through them several times each. And it's just a shame, because I thought this year was going to be a good one, but with microtransactions like these, it just leaves a really bad taste in my mouth. And with so many other games coming out, and so many other games about to come out, like Red Dead Redemption 2, I'm extremely excited for that. It makes passing on Assassin's Creed Odyssey that much more easy. So I guess I'll just wait for a deep discount if I decide to pick up Assassin's Creed Odyssey, but these microtransactions have completely rubbed me the wrong way. But anyway, guys, make sure to let me know your thoughts on this entire Assassin's Creed Odyssey microtransaction situation. Is it something that's going to ultimately affect your purchasing decision? Make sure to let me know in the comments. Also, if you've played Assassin's Creed Odyssey, what are your thoughts on the game? I've heard mixed things from different people. I've heard from most that it is very grindy, but from a couple I've heard that it's really not that bad, and overall it's a fantastic experience. The general consensus is that it's a really good game the grindiness to it is what's kind of turning people off, you could say. But anyway, make sure to let me know in the comment section. Hit that like button if you enjoyed, because it helps these videos out a ton, and I would greatly appreciate it. Make sure to subscribe if you are new for future videos like this one. Click the bell for notifications so you're notified every single time I upload a brand new video. Check out my Twitter and Discord. The links will be in the description below. But anyway, guys, as always, I just want to thank you all so much for watching, and I will catch you guys next time.